between. They've got to be more clinical. For England, I would say, keep up that defence, because it will start bearing fruits. They are rattling Wales with those big tackling hits, and they're getting the benefit of the turnover from it as well.
Owen Farrell gets England underway in this second half. Not a huge amount of pizzazz and effervescence in the first half from either side. A lot more from Italy in their redoubtable challenge against Ireland today. Really did play very well. Pushed Ireland all the way. Took a late fifth try for Ireland to really push ahead into safe water. And Wales' attack has been a little bit sort of rubber chainsaw, no cutting edge. Here come England through Owen Farrell. Lawrence to Mayo, he's getting away! Lewis, Rees, Zammit is away! Oh, he's going to score! He's broken that oasis in the desert. 5 matches without a try, and he's on the board just in the nick of time for Wales.
Oh, wow, how badly needed was that, not only for the players but for the fans. They are back in full form. Well read by Louis Zammit. Picked that pass off, absolutely timed it to perfection. Gosh, I wonder if that's going to rattle England. There, that Malins puts a no-look pass in. When you've got one of the fastest players out in that wide channel, that is not the time you put a no-look pass. It was a gamble mine from Louis. He came right up off his line, left 2 England players clear, but it paid off.
Gets his 9th try for Wales. Hasn't scored since he got a couple against South Africa last July. He's had his injury problems, but what an impact here at the Principality. And at last, the noise levels lift. That should inspire this Welsh team as they move into the lead against England after the week 10 days they've had. Deeper discussion with the Welsh Rugby Union. Heavyweight talks about contracts, player caps, and representation on that board. Oh, Freddie Stewart, he's a magician. Took that one like Magic Johnson. Sinclair. Ellis Genge made 47 metres in the first half. Shows you how important we were saying these prop forwards are the way England attack. Farrell, that was a strange attempt at a kick into the shins of the Welsh players, but then taking the extra metres on the floor, so Wales give away the penalty, having stopped the initial attempted attack of the grubber from Farrell.
Yeah, I think Farrell could just spot there was no one in the backfield there, so he was looking to pin it through and try and pin Wales back, but still they get the benefit because that extra roll on the ground.
Well, here we go now. England, 4 tries from line-out mauls against Italy, including a penalty try. Jamie George scored one of them. And this is England's first chance in the match to show how destructive they can be from this phase. Itoje climbs. Off goes Ellis Genge, adding to those huge metres from the first half. Sinclair. Much more urgency about the England attack than seen from Wales in the first half. Genge around the corner. Getting closer, England. Sinclair looks to pick and dive and go. Wales hold on to defend. Can Wales hold out against this mighty pressure from England? Itoje, Sinclair rocks and rolls. Does he get it down? Matthew Raynal takes a very close look indeed. Kyle Sinclair comes away, and the Wales defence in the end was rubberised.
Well, that's exactly the retaliation that the English management would have wanted. They concede that soft try, and then moments later they're back orchestrating that line out that, like you say, has worked so well for them. but it was the carries and every single player picking at the back of the ruck rather than going straight tight to the ruck. Gave it a bit of an arcing run, so they're guaranteed to suck in 2 players with every carry. It was gutsy defence initially, but it was only going to be a matter of time when they've got such, we talked about it before, Kyle Sinckler, Ellis Genge, they're such strong ball carriers. And well picked off there, he ran into Owen Farrell. He's going to be one of the weaker players under that ball.
Well, Genge and Sinckler really as a twin totem, they're incredible strength and very much part of the attack in this England team, as they proved there with that try. Ellis Genge, those 47 metres of carrying, which is remarkable for a prop in just 40 minutes. Here goes Alex Dombrandt. Remember his poach towards the end of the first half stulted a Welsh attack. Lewis Ludlam then followed up shortly after with another. So the 2 attempts at Wales to get across the England line were foiled by the English back row. In comes Halfpenny, takes it as Halfpenny does. 2 of the best exponents in the world possibly under the high ball here today, and Freddie Stewart and his opposite number in the Wales shirt. Faletau sets it for Williams. Chinza, can he get away? He's got pace. Williams for Ken Owens. Head down and hard. Williams again. Here's Owen Williams. Now Mason Grady. 2 players on him straight away. Remember, 6'5", over 17 stone. Thomas Williams plays it into the corner. Back there goes Watson. Great turn. Brilliant. Eyes at the back of the head. Oh, what hands and delivery. Slade. Oh, it's gone forward. Well, it was building into something special there for a few seconds, but not to be.
But a great turn and go there from Anthony Watson, wasn't it? Look, he knew exactly, he could hear where the player was coming on his inside, so he turns on the out. It was good follow-up play, but yeah, just that forward pass there. Look at that spin and go. Brilliant.
Anthony Watson's got wing mirrors.
Let's go.
Why can we not see them? Good return to the international stage from Anthony Watson.
Connect.
But a swing low, reverberating around the Principality Stadium. The Welsh will they'll drown that out surely. Well, they can't at the moment. They're doing their best, as are Wales at this scrum. Reynald's going to go, I think, for the reset. Wales only 1 win in the 2022 Six Nations, and of course they lost to Italy to end the Azzurri 36 match losing run in the championship. They lost to Georgia in the Autumn Nations series, and then they lost to Australia, having held a 21-point lead here. That was the end of Wayne Pivac, and back came Warren Gatland.
Nine. When it's available.
That Australia game was where there was a software problem with the roof. There was a 3-metre gap on the roof for the whole game, and the rain poured through it the entire match. A very bizarre and surreal sight. Off goes Thomas Williams. Here's Joe Hawkins. Bit of space now, is there? Here's Halfpenny. Great tackle by Henry Slade. And then England counter-rucking, trying to secure this ball back, and they've done it through the penalty.
Kunturak is fine. Side entry red. That's fine.
Just when you felt there might be a glimpse of a chance for Wales.
It's frustrating one, that one. Initially a good bit of attacking play, good bit of urgency, getting it into the wide channels, but just slow for the rest of the Welsh team to get over Lee Halfpenny. And then when they did get there, it was desperate times coming in at the side, trying to affect the situation, but England were too savvy to it. Again, get that turnover.
2 meters. 9.
That's a brilliant counter ruck by Lawrence and Malins.
Yeah.
2 backs in there, really putting in a shift. Van Pertwee did well to get the ball away. He was under a lot of pressure, Ken Owens. He's a dominant tackler, made 4 dominant hits in round 2 against Scotland. Van Pertwee. Toje. Again, the clear out is swift from England. So important to get in there and support as fast as you possibly can. Players at this level only need half a second, maybe less, to poach the ball away from you. Up goes Halfpenny. This time knocks it on. Dombrandt. Here's Van Pertwee, Alan with Jones. There's been some shuddering collisions in this game. Chesham scored a try against Italy, and he's not going anywhere here.
Always under pressure. Back here, knock on red.
Tipperix still tackling him long after the whistle.
Now white ball, yeah, knock on red.
It's a really good challenge in the air there. Lee Halfpenny, unfortunately, be frustrated with that, couldn't come away with the ball. Normally he's absolutely solid under those high balls, that's his go-to, but the development of the kicking game for wingers now especially has become so crucial. It's not just your full-backs that are golden under the air, your wingers are as well.
98th cap for Wales for Lee Halfpenny, beyond 100 with the Lions appearances added in. 7 of those 8 penalties against Wales have been at the breakdown, which will please the likes of Steve Borthwick and Sinfield. Defence generally has been very sound from England in all areas. Swing low is still the dominant sound in this stadium. Where have the voices of the Welsh Valleys gone?
Early push on the hit. Early push on the hit.
England penalised at the scrum, so Owen Williams. Remember his first test start at 10. No Gareth Anscombe, who's out again with long-term injury, having recovered from 2 ACLs. And that's an easy ball for a player of the quality of Freddie Ayre Stewart. You know what I'm doing there, don't you? Ayre Stewart, yeah, you get it?
Use it.
You know what they say when you have to explain your jokes.
I have to explain them all, Philippa. Here's Williams. 4 seasons at Leicester, you might remember. Very composed player in the Tigers shirt. One of 3 English clubs the Wales out half has played for. Gloucester and Worcester, the other 2. And here he is again for Lewis Rees Zammit to chase. Nobody's getting that one. Van Pertwee under pressure. In comes Rees Zammit. A little bit scruffy there, but
use it, White.
England settling down the heartbeat. And try scorer Sinclair with a forward thrust.
No, stop. You can collapse only the first one, not the second one. That's fine. And use it now.
And Pertwee and Watson. Rees Zammit was trying to shield the direction in which Watson was moving there. Here's Owens, good contest, but Wales are down a man here. I think it's Gareth Thomas is hurt. And also
competing for the ball. Are you happy with that?
Owen Williams has damaged his hip by the looks of things. Both players running into the defensive line. Wales from the crocodile ruck of the ball. Thomas Williams drops back in defence. Freddie Stewart again makes it look incredibly easy in the air. Ellis Genge, top class carrier Ellis Genge.
Use it!
Pertwee. Neither scrum half really has decorated themselves with some of those box kicks. They're not going very far. Yes, they're all able to be competed for in the air. And changes for Wales. Dan Biggar, of course, vast experience from the 33-year-old, his 106th appearance. The man who started all 3 Lions tests against South Africa. Nick Tompkins in midfield, very fine player. Yeah, Owen Williams, we spotted it straight away. He's done something to that left hip of his. But Tompkins and bigger, Philippa.
Yeah, interesting. I think Owen Williams there, he took a bit of a knock on that collision. He was holding his hip, so not surprising to see Dan Biggar coming on for that. But Nick Tompkins going to be in that centre partnership, and I think we're going to see Mason Grady actually moving to the wing.
Yeah, good spot. He's on the left wing. Half when he stays at fullback, Rhys Zammit on the right wing, where Josh Adams started the game, of course.
Are you okay? Yeah.
So a little bit of a reshuffle in the back line. Mako Vunipola is on for England. Fourth English prop to 75 caps, 9 Lions tests, including 5 starts. So if Wales can bring on an experienced replacement, then so can England.
Come back on.
Hey, back on, let's go! Let's go, let's here! Come back! Seconds!
15th meeting in this stadium between these two. Wales winning 8, England 6. England have won 3 of the last 4, but lost 40-24 on the last visit here 2 years ago. Doesn't look like it's going to be that kind of scoreline today. Here's Alex Dombrandt, and in comes Ollie Lawrence. That pugnacious style of his, stacking up on the left-hand side, and Vunipola's the carrier. Okay, Vunipola not featuring these days in the England squads, dropped by Eddie Jones towards the end of his era.
Yeah, you can use your hands. Stay back, it's okay. Use it, please.
On Turt Fleet, Lewis, oh, he's knocked it on, Lewis. Rhys Zammit, man who's actually started a couple of games for Wales at fullback, but didn't look like a secure fullback there, and allows England some entry point here.
Okay.
Yeah, he just didn't quite read the flight of that ball, dropped down a little bit too early. Oh, he's so frustrated with himself. Hey, it happens, it happens.
Scrum England.
So Wales making changes to the front row. Thomas Francis goes off. Gareth Thomas not looking too sharp either. Injured himself around the same time as Owen Williams did. So 18 and 17, Dylan Lewis and Rhys Carré are on. Both Cardiff props. Rhys Carré was a target for Matthew Reynal, I remember, a few years ago. Everything he did seemed to lead to a penalty, and he got the hook before half-time. So let's see if they'll be exchanging kisses this time, Reynal and Carré, and not insults.
Set. Use it now.
Good scrum for England. Dombrandt, Turt Fleet, Henry, Slade pops it on. Turt Fleet again. Wales wrapping around on the outside defence with Tompkins, and it's open play, and Wales have done well here. Their turn to counter ruck. Biggar, Tompkins. Oh, and was that forward? If it wasn't, it was brilliantly taken by Rhys Carré. Behind him, the loose head.
Nobody can move here. Okay. Contest is good.
And again,
England
the
ball.
breakdown.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
It's Falatau in there, wasn't it?
Yeah, initially, yeah. Nick Tompkins trying to keep that ball alive, but you can see there England very quick to react to that, getting in over the ball. Just that split second slower than Wales. Good steal there by Farrell.
Playing helter-skelter rugby when you're just 5 points behind in the 57th minute.
Yeah,
good plan.
I'm not quite sure. I mean, for me, that's classic substitute trying to come on and prove a point. Nick Tompkins there, you know, he used to be the starting centre for the previous campaigns, and since Gatland's come in, he's kind of been put to the back seat. So you can't blame him. He wants to come on, prove a point, affect the situation, but maybe it wasn't quite the time to throw that miracle ball.
That was a Wales side on a bad run.
Stay back the ball,
Won 3 of their 12 last year and have lost their first 2 in 2023. Van Pertvliet, ball bobbling around. Wales
Advantage knock on white.
managed to gather. They've got a knock-on advantage anyway. Here's Tipuric. Yeah, it was that horrendous string of results last year that led to the dismissal of Wayne Pivac.
Use it.
And Warren Gatland brought in
Advantage
to
over.
attempt to resurrect things in time for the World Cup in France. There goes Freddie Stewart, runs into trouble. Ken Owens still working hard. Now Mako Vunipola. Alwyn Jones
Sorry, mate.
is the person he meets on his travels. Owen Farrell, Henry Slade just delayed that pass by a millisecond to Watson. And Henry Slade, he can play 10, of course. Now that's going to roll away to the relief of Wales.
Option. 22 or scrum? Scrum or 22?
Scrum or drop out?
Scrum or 22? Scrum?
Exeter man Slade, Champions Cup winner, Premiership winner, down in Devon under Rob Baxter. Exeter will face a bit of a rebuild next season, losing a lot of players.
Come off, 7 wide. 7 wide.
You might remember that very famous meeting in the pool stages of the 2015 World Cup when Wales won 28-25. They ended a coach's career then. Stuart Lancaster losing his job as England bring on more replacements. Jack Willis is off and Ben Curry is on, the twin brother of Tom, who injured his hamstring during the week. How can you tell the difference? Ben has a slightly longer nose.
Crutch!
Exclusive news from their mother.
Bind! Set! No. Too much movement.
I think one of the most raucous occasions I ever remember in this stadium was when that man was in charge. The 30 points to 3 scoreline in the 2003 Six Nations. Compared to that day, I mean, this is muted. I have to say it again, this Welsh crowd are being outsung by the England supporters. They've travelled in big numbers across the Severn Bridge.
Crutch! Sorry. Crutch! Bind!
Free kick for England this time. And again, it's the second time, so there's an upgrade from an England point of view, downgrade from a Welsh one. They get the penalty.
Second early engage.
And another chance here for, oh, he's going for the post. I thought he might give his forwards a mauling opportunity, but with the scoreline that tight, you can't really, well, you can't blame England at all for going for the points here, can you?
That was the second early engage by Wales, but that's the second.
Yeah, but the one time they did go for the line
right?
animal, they came away with a try. So, you know, based on that, and 3 really isn't going to pull them away that far. I don't know, I personally would have preferred to see them back themselves and really put Wales under pressure, but no, they're going to go for the kick. And bearing in mind, Owen Farrell hasn't had the best success, so this isn't guaranteed either.
No, it would take them to, you know, outside one converted try, I suppose,
yeah.
and they have thrown an intercept already. The Reece Zammit try. So maybe they're doing some, you know, Farrell's doing some worrying calculations in that busy mind of his, great thinker, the captain. So his call, as you say, his percentage 56 going into this game, and he's had his misses again tonight. Or this evening. That's a horrible kick from Owen Farrell. He really seems to be out of form with the boot. Off goes Dombrandt, the pacey number 8. You've seen him maybe open up defences many times in a Harlequin shirt. Here is Vunipola. Runs into a big red band of trouble. Van Poortvliet, the ball's being slowed down effectively by Alan Wynne-Jones. Wins the penalty. And that's the kind of inspiration they need from a man like that.
Yeah, that's just compounding it, isn't it? England missed the kick, then Wales get the turnover. Now they've got to try and build on this momentum. We don't often see many turnovers from that man, but that was a badly needed one right there.
There's life in the old hyena yet. And now the Principality Stadium rumbles to a Welsh noise. 29 metres with the kick, using stat ball. There's a microchip on the ball which measures those distances. 9 receptors around the stadium to take in the data. Now Ken Owens against Ireland, similar position to this. He threw one horribly crooked. Wales can't afford that now. Alan Wynne-Jones' last act of the game. Oh, Tipuric just gets there. Wales just recover. Thomas Williams to Faletau. Lewis is close by. Williams. Hawkins, nicely timed pass to Tompkins. The Sinfield defence again stops Wales short. Tipuric, oh, it's in and behind, and now Halfpenny has to recover. He's going to be swamped. He's done well to shape the ball back for Williams, and here's Biggar. Oh, have they recovered it? England, they haven't. They've knocked it on.
That was a good result from a speculative kick there. That was a bit of Dan Biggar just thinking, we've got no attacking structure here. England are piling on the pressure. I'm just going to put it up in the air and see what happens. And actually, it's come off the better there. Wales get the benefit, get that ball back.
Time off. Subs, 3 wide.
Replacements coming on. On comes Old King Cole himself. 98th cap for England. 8 Lions, 3 Lions games as a replacement way back in 2013. Carl Sinclair doing his job very much so for England, scoring a try and making a lot of tackles too.
Crutch!
Well, Zammit is hugging the right touchline here, and Wales 10, 12, 13, or 22, 12, 23 as they are. Close together. So what have they got lined up here? Oh, and England have got on the ball brilliantly through Ben Curry. And now it's a hot-footed, hot-stepping chase downfield. Halfpenny back for Wales.
Stop, stop.
They just can't find the glue to stick themselves inside that England 22 or half long enough to make any real impact. Biggar gets caught and driven back by Freddie Stewart. He's such a lump.
Use it.
Williams for Tipuric. Wales twice before have lost their first 3 games in the Six Nations. 2003, 2007. Coincidentally also pre-World Cup seasons. Stewart.
Back.
And Poortvliet.
Release, please. Tackle
Curry
now.
into contact.
Tackle, release.
Wales have to release him as he gets to ground. Dan Cole,
only one.
well into his 30s, lends his weight. Van Poortvliet should be straightforward enough for Thomas Williams, and now Halfpenny caught by Farrell. Faletau, Rhys Carey. Oh, he's seen a cap. If only he'd been Lewis Rhys Zammit, he might have been through it. Tipuric, good footwork, brilliant footwork to get away from Curry. Now the Ospreys man in the Travanus light blue headguard. A lot of height on Biggar's kick. Who's underneath this one? It's England, Henry Slade. almost caught. Digs it towards Lewis Rees-Zammit. Now can he find the razor's edge to get through that England defence? Answer is no. Lewis Ludlam's work rate's been phenomenal today, as always, actually.
Away, tackler!
Franklin's Gardens fans will confirm that for you.
Use it!
Comes off the shoulder this time, and now Tompkins boulders away from Slade. Now Hawkins, support is there from Faletau, timed the run brilliantly. Beard flops the pass wide. Wales still have it though. Williams, an unorthodox pass.
No, rip backwards.
Tompkins, England try to rip it away.
By England. No.
It's all getting a bit crazy out there. Bigger, Tippernick, Ken Owens, Rees-Zammit outside him. The Wales captain to the floor for Williams. As Reffell won the premiership with the Leicester Tigers. Tommy Reffell. Bigger. At least Wales are getting through a few phases here. But they've given the ball away again. Straight back to England. Sliced clearance. Joe Hawkins with the grubber through. But at least they have the throw to the line out in England territory.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, there wasn't many options there for Joe Hawkins in attack, so he's gone for that grubber through, trying to put a bit of pressure on. And with a good chase up, they've managed to force a splice kick. The more the Welsh team all huddled together. This is a big moment. They know they've got to score from this position.
Courtney Laws, the England vice-captain, comes back after injury. Long run of injuries. Concussion, neck, glute, calf. 97th cap. Another England captain, 8 tests as captain. Bradley Roberts is on for Wales. I remember his debut for Wales was a line-out throw against South Africa, and he nailed it. He needs to do the same here. The former Ulster player,
England on the
line. Welsh granny from Wrexham. Used to be called the Woolly Mammoth at Ulster until he got his mullet cut short.
Too big. Wait.
Needs to be nothing woolly about this throw. It's got to be accurate and precise.
Time back on.
And it's Roberts peeling around the corner. Hawkins. Here is Tippernick. Faletau, brilliant footwork from the veteran. Stepping inside that England and Sinfield defence, carried on by Lewis.
Available.
Faletau again seems to get more and more energy as time elapses. Here's Bigger. Tompkins, halfpenny. Can't get outside that England defence. Kieran Hardy's on for Wales. They're inside the 22 now. This is where they need that 2.18 ruck speed. Oh, they've given the ball away. Lawrence in possession. Have Wales lost that critical opportunity? Oh, they're going to get another one like that. Van Poortvliet makes a really clever tactical choice. He's unlucky with the roll of the ball, because that could have ended up right in the corner for Wales.
Yeah, what a brilliant way to compound the pressure. Fantastic kick through there. Louis Rees-Zammit had absolutely no option but to just ground it, so it's going to be a kick out.
Sorry?
What a wasted opportunity for Wales.
Advantage over.
As we watch Lawrence coming away, but I heard you say in Edinburgh the Wales players didn't seem to be in the same wavelength. Mark Jones was saying he couldn't see what game Wales were trying to play, and there does seem to be a fair bit of muddle out there at times. Oh, Halfpenny is in a complete mess. Slade was on the shoulder. Reynal gets in the way, but play on, says Reynal. Curry, chance, big chance. Maylands goes for his 3rd try of this Six Nations. Vunipola. Oh, what a chance for England. Lawrence. Freddie Stewart. 4 defenders across for Wales. We're always going to bring the big Leicester fullback down. Itoje. Ludlam, there's a man who deserves a try for his effort in this game. Tipuric goes in, and Tipuric wins the turnover, doing what the England back row did to Wales at the end of the first half.
He's fine, and then he turned on the side.
Oh gosh, it is frantic stuff, isn't it? All from that bit of pressure from Owen Farrell. That huge box kick just flustered Lee Halfpenny. From that, they kept running and hitting Wales, but couldn't quite get across the line.
Well, suddenly the dynamite's exploded in this stadium. It's totally different atmosphere. Look at Ludlam.
Yeah, it certainly is frantic though, but you want frantic with precision. And at the moment, we've got more intensity that's not being converted into points for either team.
No, might be unfair to say they look like two mid-table sides, but you see Ireland in full flow and France as well when they're on top of their game. And look at Scotland, 2 wins already, looking for the 3rd in Paris tomorrow. Oh, they've done it again. And here's Curry. Counter-attack from England. Van Pertwee, Farrell, great hands, Slade. Is this Malins to score for England? No, not quite for the Saracens, man. But England are just flooding forwards here.
Time off.
Poor line out there with this miscommunication with the call or the timing, but that was an overthrow that again England pounced on, and they've got the numbers and the space. Oh, they're going to kick themselves for not converting that one.
Hold in. No, wait. Time is off. Time is off. Good goal.
Nervous times for William and Kate.
No.
I always think it's strange, isn't it? The King of England's son supporting Wales.
You stay on the 5-year way. Good goal, please, boys.
Bradley Roberts has to hit this one. He could put his team in all sorts of trouble. He does. Adam Beard. That's a good drive by Wales. How do they get themselves down the field inside this final 10 minutes now? Hardy. Again, a lot of height. Malins comes in. Great take. Brilliant by Malins. Dan Cole. Farrell flips it to Saracens' teammate Vunipola. Pumps off Hawkins. Farrell again, lovely little short ball, trying to tease the Welsh defence. With that dexterity, Courtney Laws to Ludlam, 2 Northampton men together. Farrell to Jamie George now. Alex Mitchell's on for England. Here's Owen Farrell, looks back the other way, and England cross the gain line. Alex Mitchell. Curry again, Malins. Using that quick footwork, but well tackled. Here's Laws. Known as a Swiss Army knife, a player can pretty much do anything. Farrell, a try now you feel would seal this game for England. Alex Mitchell to Ludlam. What an engine this man has. Here's Mitchell once more. Great defence by Wales. Mitchell. Slade's looking for it. Henry Slade for England just short. They must score. Stewart. Yes, they do. Ollie Lawrence. And England put their heavy boots on the Wales rampart.
Lovely slick passing there between the backs. Ollie Lawrence, like you say, he's already notched up a man of the match performance. He seems to be the centre that England have been looking for. Oh, Henry Slade, if he gutted not to convert that one, but it was a good scramble defence there from Wales. But here, timing of the pass, absolutely spot on.
Just checking the grounding from Ollie Lawrence, no problem.
No problem.
Well, they were tearing Wales from one side of the field to the other. First Malins on the right wing, you thought he might get in, and Yeah, look at Lawrence's celebrations. That should be the match winner.
Yeah, it should be, and rightfully so. You know, let's bear in mind that Wales have only scored due to an intercept. It wasn't, you know, a structured, well-worked try. It was a bit of a gamble that paid off. It kept them in the fight, but England have played the better rugby. Both teams have got their work-ons. But I do think England are the deserved winners for this game.
Not sure if Hurd swing low louder than this at Twickenham. Farrell. Well, he's had an awful day off the tee, but England still 10 points clear. Are there any tolls now in the Severn Bridge, or has that been done away with?
That's been done away.
Is that why the England fans come here in bigger numbers, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm just a village idiot visitor. 2 from 6 for Farrell. Shouldn't affect the result. Taken by Toje.
Tackle now. Okay, use it, 9. Now release his foot, Maro, please. Thank you.
Alex Mitchell. Been a lot of kicking in this game. What a very impressive takes by Stewart, Halfpenny, others, Malins. Scrum to Wales, all a bit late now for this Welsh team, and this miserable run continues. Just 3 wins from 12 last year under Wayne Pivac, and now 3 defeats in a row in the Six Nations. Freddie Stewart is going to be announced as the Guinness Player of the Match, and shouldn't be a surprise. He's been rock solid again in everything that he does. It's multiple Player of the Match awards for Freddie Stewart. He's won 3 in autumn games. Win for Steve Borthwick, 2 wins from 3. It's going to be for England. Wales now, unfortunately, must be thinking about the wooden spoon. It's exactly 20 years since they last collected that unwanted thing, I'll call it, thing. Can't think of anything better to say. Look at Freddie Stewart, 14 carries, 81 metres, 2 dominant tackles, but his work in the air has been sensational.
His work in the air, which all comes from his ability to read play. He's putting himself in the right position. He's making the right choices when he has kicked. And like you say, he's been a safe pair of hands as well. Really good to see him taking his opportunity. And you have to say that 15 jersey, it's got to be his now.
Bye.
England play France next, then they go to Dublin to play Ireland. France at home. Wales go to Italy. Italy will fancy this now. You know, they played really well against Ireland today. Hardy, bigger from Wales. 2 minutes to go. 10-point gap to close. It's difficult to see how they can do it unless they score right now. It's going to be a converted try with this play, you feel. Tommy Ruffle. Lawrence tries to hold him off the ground.
Not available.
Kieran Hardy, and it's Joe Hawkins. Brought down by 2 willing replacement props, Vinnie Pole and Cole. Bigger, Tompkins. Gets a good offload away to Bradley Roberts. Hardy just haven't been able to pierce this England Sinfield defence really at all today, apart from the runaway try from Rhys Zammit. Good carry. Bigger, Beard, another player who's worked incredibly hard today for his country. Bigger, Tompkins on the shoulder. Look at Farrell holding. He gets a knee to the ground, does he? No, says Reynal. And that should be that.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong, guys.
Yeah, Nick Tompkins.
11, please.
Kate agrees. Knee on the ground.
Yeah, so knee on the ground. Unfortunately, it was on the side where the referee couldn't see it. The side official could see it, and if your knee is on the ground, then it's a tackle. So you have to let go of the player and let them go to the ground. But yeah, referee didn't see it, called them all. So when it goes down like that, it's usually turned over to the opposition.
Henry Arundel's on. Don't give it to that fellow in the last 10 seconds. You could have another uncomfortable spell behind your posts, Wales. Arundel's a habit of scoring from very long ranges. Marcus Smith is on at 10. Player of the match against Wales at Twickenham last year. Run of 15 consecutive starts for England. And then Farrell came back into that 10 slot. Is the Smith-Farrell 10-12 axis going to be deployed again by Borthwick? We shall see. That's all for the future. Right now it's about this England win.
Set.
As England won here, so this will come as huge relief to them. They're going to go for another one, aren't they? Here's Slade to Smith. They just knock it off the park here if they wanted to, but they've got 3 tries, remember. So they're going for the bonus point, and they've got it to Arundel. So England know exactly what they're doing. Unfortunately for them, it does not quite come to pass. But what does come to pass is an England win at the Principality Stadium. Anthony Watson got them underway with a sweeping finish in the corner. Freddie Stewart, well, he was the Guinness player of the match, and very well deserved indeed. And then Ollie Lawrence, well, it was the clincher, wasn't it, in the left-hand corner for England, the player of the match against Italy. So silence begins to descend on Principality Stadium. The light bulbs go on elsewhere, and those men will bowl their way into Cardiff tonight to sup a few beers, no doubt, and to celebrate this Red Rose victory in Cardiff. So England losing their opening game to Scotland, adding to that victories against Italy and now Wales. Final score at the Principality Stadium: Wales 10, England 20. Well, Philip, at 3 defeats in a row in the Six Nations. The week they've had, the trauma of all those negotiations with the Welsh Rugby Union. Where do Wales go from now?